officer when called upon to do so. Over there, why don't you grab one of those lovely gifts for each of you. Inside is a pin, a Toastmasters pen, and the rest of this pledge. It's actually 5 or 6 more concepts about Toastmasters. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, please stand. Please respond, "We do," enthusiastically to the following question. Do you promise to help support and nurture the new members of Bluebell Toastmasters?
We do.
You are now officially members of Bluebell Toastmasters.
Now that the formal process is over, Ben and I are just going to go through and do a little bit of role playing to talk about Toastmasters. So Ben's the new inductee, if you will, and I'm a seasoned member here at Bluebell Toastmasters. So Ben, congratulations.
Great to see you, Tom.
Excellent, excellent.
I can't wait to get started in Toastmasters.
Yes, yes.
You know one thing I noticed? I have this friend, he's like the CEO of this internet company, and he's just a natural at everything he does. So, I mean, maybe I'll get better a little bit, but can you help me on this?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I guess it goes back to your why, Ben, right? Remember your why? Why you joined Toastmasters?
My core why was to follow and grow and develop my communication skills, because I realized that I had no speaking skills.
And who among us don't want to do that? Everybody wants to do that, right? That's why you joined Toastmasters. And for the $100 or whatever it is per year, you've got a great value. So Ben, we're always going to come back to that. We're always going to come back to why you joined Toastmasters. And so many people come into our meetings and say, yeah, who was it? Colin? 2 years ago, 10 years ago, yeah, I went into a Toastmasters meeting. Tom, 2 years ago? Gary, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, what could have happened had you joined in the program, right? We all fear public speaking. Most of us do. It's top 1, top 2 on the list, the bucket list. For most people, they'd rather be in the box, in the casket, rather than give the eulogy, right?
Hey, man.
We have, yeah, kiss casket. We have the only program in this world that helps you overcome that fear and develop your confidence. Bar none. There's nothing better. Dale Carnegie doesn't match up. Speaking programs, speech classes in college, they just don't match up. We have it all here. So Ben, we're always going to go back to that why.
Okay.
And as your mentor, we're going to put together a program so that you immediately get initiated into the program, meaning you're going to sign up for a role tonight for the next meeting, and we're going to put together a program so that you achieve your goals. How does that sound?
That sounds wonderful. One of my commitments is to do something at every meeting. When I come to Toastmasters, that's going to be my goal. It's been my goal for the last year, and it's going to be my goal for the next year.
Excellent. And that's a great goal. That's a great goal to have, because guess what? Just like anything else, the more you do, the more you engage, the more you stay plugged in, the more you learn and grow. Some things are going to be uncomfortable for you, but that's where the growth comes. So I applaud you for that. I think that that's the best example to be when you first join. Do something at every single meeting.
I have another question.
Yes.
I noticed that some people come to Toastmasters and that they're gung-ho, and then they just kind of float in space, and maybe they actually get their CC. What do you suggest to someone who's already got some momentum, but then starts floating in space?
So the Toastmasters program is designed for lifelong learning. It's not just 10 and out that some people do. 10 and out meaning the first level designation accomplished, and then you're out. Unless you only plan to live a short period of time. I mean, you're going to use your communication skills throughout your life, right? So once you get past the CC, we say, or communication, competent communicator designation, there's all kinds of activities and all kinds of opportunities for you to learn and grow in your communication skills and in your leadership skills. So I would encourage those that have the CC or CTM to rethink their why and look at some of the opportunities that you have. The Advanced Communication Series manuals. Gary and I and Tom were talking about this during the break. About 20 different books. If you want to do more technical presentations or persuasive talks, storytelling like Barb did tonight, public relations, entertaining speaker series, it's all here. It's all here. And this is the prize, really, because once you master the first 10 speeches and you earn your CC or CTM, this is where the gold is. This is where the gold is. So there's not only these opportunities. We have Joanne Wismer, who's taken over the 4-H program that we have a partnership with. So if you wanted to get involved in that, that's another 8 opportunities that you can use to speak and present and also learn from our younger junior Toastmasters. Did that answer your question?
That does answer my question very thoroughly.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, so we're going to fast forward to today. Ben is actually a member for about a year now. Ben, we're going to go back to your why, and let's talk about that. Where do you see yourself? When you first joined Toastmasters, what was your comfort level in getting up here in front of a crowd?
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Yes, on a scale of 1 to 10.
I would be about a 1.
Like many of you, right? Deathly afraid to get up here and talk. So Ben, fast forward to today, about a year into the program, a year into your program. Where are you?
I'm probably at a 5 now.
A 5! That's a high five! It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. But it happens. He went from this level to here. Where do you think he's going to be in another year? 4. Because he's going to stay 40. Because he's going to stay plugged into the program. He's going to be an active member. And oh, by the way, he stepped up and did what? Was part of the Toastmasters promise? To serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so. Why did you do that, Ben?
I realized that there were a lot of opportunities in becoming an officer in terms of the higher parts of the Toastmasters program. So that there's a number of opportunities to meet other Toastmasters, to go to the bigger meetings, and see the whole gamut of what the clubs have to offer.
So is it helping you grow in your confidence and in your speaking skills?
Yeah, it makes me see what's possible.
That's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so the leadership opportunities are really worthwhile, but you have to dig into them. You can't just kind of halfway them. The more you put into them, the more you get out of them.
Like anything else, right?
Exactly.
So you went from 1 to 5 your first year. What's on tap for you for the next year?
7.
There you go. Progress. Steady progress, right? That's what the program's all about. And no one was born a phenomenal public speaker. No one was born, a Tony Robbins, except for Tony Robbins. But this is a program, bar none, there's nothing else in the market that is like Toastmasters. And I guarantee you, Ben is living proof, and there's so many other success stories in Toastmasters, that if you join and you commit to the program, we've got the laboratory here. We create the environment for you to grow. You can practice here, you can stumble here, you can fall here. And guess what? It doesn't matter because you're growing here. And your boss or your manager, supervisor, they're not here to ride you. There are clubs, however, that are part of companies, so if you want to join a company club, you're welcome to do that. And you run the risk, obviously, if your supervisor's in the audience. But this is a program that creates a good learning and supportive environment for you. So the challenge to some of you that are on the fence, that may have earned your CC or different levels or not even joined yet, or just thinking about joining, think about your why. 2 years ago, 10 years ago, had you joined, think about where you would be. We have the environment to help you learn and grow and gain confidence. Isn't that right, Steve? You just get it. You just were the MC for your technology symposium this past weekend.
That's true. I only gave 2 speeches so far. I joined about 6 months ago, and I had to lead a conference with about 60 people. I spoke in front of 60 people. I don't know how I would have done it otherwise.
That's what it's all about. All right, Ben. Thank you. Look forward to the next one.
Awesome.
Thank you.